wonder what that second bar on the back's for.
The second bar on the back of what?
Underneath the flatbed.
All right, so I'm Justin Shaz with Runaway Campers. I'm sitting here with our Arizona dealer, Jack.
Yep. Jack Hanson.
Jack Hanson. Handsome?
No, Hanson.
Hanson?
Yes, Hanson.
I like handsome better.
No, I don't think so. But love your campers. They're amazing to camp out of, and your family's amazing. When I met them 2.5 years ago,
Thank you.
I've been a dealer for 2.5 years, and when you changed to the composite, it was game changer. So really like it. Being a general contractor, I see a lot of wood, dry rot, and with this unit, it's all gone. You have no problems, no wood, no issues. It's just a rock solid unit.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. So you're in Tucson, Arizona, correct?
Just south of Tucson, Green Valley.
Okay.
It's about 25 minutes south of Tucson on I-19 heading to Nogales.
Born and raised?
Nope.
No?
I was born in Maine, moved out here or moved to Arizona when I was 8. My dad was a contractor, industrial arts, wood shop teacher also. So it kind of just runs in my blood. I've been a contractor for 30 years, bending nails for over 40.
All right.
And still love it.
What made you reach out to us and want to be a dealer for Runaway Campers?
Well, like I said, I was a contractor. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna build my own price point. I'm like, even with my own time, it's worth something. So I figured it all out, and I was way up there on price and materials. And so then I started really looking, and I saw a video, and this guy, I can't remember his name. He was demoing one of your Venturas. So really started looking at all teardrops. And I hated that I had to buy somebody else's idea for their kitchen. And I wanted to do my own thing. And that's what I love about these campers. The price point is home run, and I don't have to buy a kitchen that I didn't want. Then I called your dad, and he's like, yeah, the California dealership kind of flaked out or, decided to go a different direction. We were talking, and it was funny because he's like, yeah, really, I wanted to meet you in person and see what kind of person you are. I'm like, I've got a very good name in Green Valley as a contractor. I'm actually doing the same thing with you, feeling you out and see if it's something I want to be a part of. And your dad's awesome.
For those that don't know, we have very few dealers. That is 100% on purpose. If you've watched it already, we've got an interview with Mark, who's our dealer in Tulsa. He's got a backstory and why he's a dealer for us and stuff. And
right.
all of our dealers fit in with our mentality and how we want it to be, and want it to be very family oriented.
It definitely is.
And trying not to be too big.
Right.
Because each dealer has a very large
huge
area to cover.
Definitely.
Which helps you guys out, but then it helps us out because we're only shipping one load to one place versus having to be like, oh, we're going to ship one camper here, then this truck's going to go over here to this other place, and it's going to drop off another one over here.
Right.
Yeah, try to keep things streamlined.
Well, and one of the great things was I really got that atmosphere and feeling that everyone's family. When we first started, and I had met Mark, and we'd reach out to him all the time, and he'd be like, yeah, just do this. He helped out a lot, and then I finally got to meet him.
Yeah, he sent us the bill. Yeah,
I bet. Yeah, so I got to meet him at this Overlander in Loveland, and I would have liked not to put a face with, the image that I had of him, that, every bubble breaks.
Yep, so. Every bubble breaks. Now you've actually seen his face.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And
Thank you.
Thank you.
But Mark helped us awesome.
Yeah, Mark's a great guy.
Big help.
Everybody knows at this point what his face looks like. And
yep, definitely. Very family oriented, and that's huge in my family as well as meeting your family. That it just fit.
Awesome. So how is how's your dealership run? So like, talk to Mark. It's kind of a one-man band. He's got a couple of guys that fill in here and there to help him. What kind of employee type situation you have? Like when people call you to ask questions about campers and
Definitely.
order campers, like who are they talking to? How's that all handled? Okay.
I get all the phone calls, and my daughter really started this for her. She has a cosmetology degree and everything, but we started this together. She does all the emails, all the computer stuff.
Cool.
She's the smart one out of the two.
And
And
his,
then
his daughter's name's Katie. So if you
Katie,
have any
that's
communication
correct.
with him, her name's Katie.
And then my wife, she steers us in what direction we need to go. She's the anchor for both of us, and she does all the paperwork, and she has her company too, which is flooring and that type of thing.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
we're like a one shop for construction. I build it all. She does all the flooring, but as far as if somebody calls the phone number, I will answer and answer all the technical questions that people ask. And then if they want to move further on, I just tell them, go ahead and email.
Yeah.
It'll be my daughter, Katie, and we can move on in that direction. So
Awesome.
I set up by appointments only, but we also have a U-Haul dealership. If somebody really wants to come in, we can open up any unit that they want to look at that we have in stock at the time. Because we get a lot of people that come into U-Haul and they're like, this is perfect. We don't want anything too big. We go out for a day or 2 or 2 or 3 days. And I go, yeah, this is definitely, nice, standard air conditioning. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. Just a super solid unit.
Well, cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, we had being here for the event and everything, getting to I've already met you, but being able to meet Jody and meet Katie and your wife and your daughter, and kind of communicate with them and I love putting faces with names, even though you may not want to put Mark's face with his name. But
well, I'm good with I'm great with faces. Names, I'm absolutely terrible. So I love to put a face with somebody. It's been fun.
Makes things very personable. And,
it does.
And
family oriented.
Yeah, again, family oriented. That's why wanting to sit down and do these interviews with you guys and to be able to put your face with your name with the dealer. So when people call in and email and try to contact you, then they know who it is.
Right.
It's always like you call some big company and talk to somebody on the phone and you're like, is this person
customer support?
It's customer support.
Yeah,
Is this the only person in customer support?
Exactly.
Is there 30 people in customer support?
Exactly.
Does it even is your questions being answered correctly, or even does the person answering your question even care that you have a question?
Well, and that's the other thing. That one couple that was in Baja, California, that got run off the road, and they flipped their unit, and they're like, "Can you fix it?" I was like, "I really can't." They immediately called customer service, which was either you or your dad, which is amazing.
I can't remember who actually talked to him on the phone, but because they messaged us on Facebook, and I happened to get the message, and so I handled the message, and then they also called, and so and again, because we're a small family business essentially, and my sister answers the phones in our office.
She does a lot more than that.
Oh, she does.
Let's give her credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
She is a little firecracker. Yes. She's awesome. She is awesome.
She answered that call, but we had already been talking about it and trying to figure out how do you fix somebody's camper that they've flipped over.
Without a doubt.
In Baja, Mexico.
Yep.
While you're the closest in Arizona, which still is not close.
No, it's not. It's really not.
And then obviously we're much further in Florida.
And they made it all the way in 3 days.
Yeah, it was insane. I didn't expect that whatsoever.
And that just says a lot about the material itself. Yeah. To make that drive in 3 days is unheard of with no trailer. So with a trailer and it being able to stay together, even though it's been severely damaged, says a lot about the product, right? And then they called me after they were done, and they were praising you guys because you stopped the assembly line, you put them right in line because
they're living out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're living out of the thing, and so it wasn't really much of an option. I mean, I don't see it as much of an option. That
definitely
was
not.
We had to take care of them.
And family, if you had a big corporation company, you'd be like, you're just a number.
Yeah, you got to wait in line.
Yep, exactly. But
that was cool. For those of you that don't know, Baja, Mexico, their road's very skinny, and then sheer drop off of the sides, just like it's not a large embankment, but a small embankment. And so they veered off a little bit and rolled the trailer and brought it back onto the road, and it didn't pull their vehicle off the road or anything, but basically it just rolled it onto its side and they drug it. I think they said they drug it like 50 yards before
nuts.
it was like became, oh no, we gotta stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you into camping? I know you have
my whole life.
You have your own
I have my own
Runaway
unit.
camper. Tell us about that and how you use it and what do you like to do with it.
Well, last summer I went to Nova Scotia in it. I have a dually. I pull it with my dually, so I carry a spare. So
What model is it?
it's the Venturist 6.8. I did a lot of the work myself. That's what's nice about these. I put 10 gallons on the roof, 22 gallons inside, which made it a 5-foot unit for, sleeping and stuff, which is perfect. And I did an exoskeleton on the outside because I didn't want to hang anything off the walls. Not that you can't. I just went kind of overboard with every aspect.
Yeah.
So
it might be a little overboard. It's pretty cool though. We'll post some photos and stuff on this video and kind of show everybody what it looks like.
Like I was saying, I went from Tucson, Green Valley, to Nova Scotia.
Nice.
Back into Maine, where I'm originally from, saw all my buddies.
Yeah.
And then we went into Montreal, up over the Great Lakes, dropped back down into Duluth, Minnesota, where my wife's brother lives, Montana, and then straight back down to Arizona. And that was 8,400 miles. And I tow it with a diesel dually. And I mean, I set the cruise at 85 and not even a hiccup for trailer.
Let it
Towed
roll.
straight. Yeah, just amazing.
That's a heck of a trip.
It was a nice little trip. Yeah, it was. But
Just a little weekender here.
and the thing is even if we would have had the camper like when we went to Banff, we would have hauled it just alone just to carry our extra gear. It's easy to get into. My truck doesn't even feel it. I mean, they weigh nothing. And almost any vehicle can tow one of the models that you make. The rear door is wonderful for getting coolers, anything oversized. They all come with a square receiver in the back, which is awesome. But
extra cargo.
Oh yeah,
bike rack, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Plenty of options put up there.
I've seen a lot of people. They said they're going to put the cargo rack on the back and they're going to load it with wood. They have their firewood to go wherever they go. So the options or what you can do with them is where your imagination can stop. I mean, I went, like I said, way overboard, but it's something I do. It's how I can do it. So I did it. But yeah, it's pretty neat.
So how can somebody get a hold of you in Arizona, or if they're around your area or they want to make the trip to Arizona and pick up from you and order through you? How do they do that?
Well, I go on the webpage, Runaway Campers, go to contacts, and we will pop up, and you can call from that number, or you can email us, support Runaway Campers AZ. When you call, we can either set up an appointment. If you want to drop in, my U-Haul guy that's there, he's very familiar with them, and he can open them up. And then if you have questions, just give me a call. Phone number is 520-404-8441. Even if you're just want to check them out and not buy one, I love to talk and love to show them off because I feel very confident in this product. And I don't say that very often.
Well, thank you, Jack.
Thank you. Yay, we're done. Thank you. I don't know if the mic's still working or not.
It is. Yours on. I've been eyeing the blue light. As long as the blue light's on, it's on.